everyone, it's Mrs. Davis, and you are in the happy place to grow. Thanks for joining me once again. We are doing all things reading in our First in Phonics reading series. We have been focusing on our short vowels, a, I, a, I, We have worked on building short A words, words that have the sound A in the middle. And we just completed our word building activities with short I, itchy. So we are going to be moving on to a new short vowel. Let me put A and I. We are moving on to short O. Do you know what short O says? Right. Like when you go to the doctor and he says, stick out your tongue so I can look down your throat. Practice short O with me. Good job. Today we're going to be building some short O rhyming words. Words that rhyme because they have the same vowel and same ending sound. So look up here. I've got the letter P. P says P. We're going to be building today rhyming words in the op family. And before this series is done, this reading session with short O, we're also going to be building a rhyming family, a collection with short O and the ending sound T, the ot family. And then our final work is going to be, remember this combo CK, when you have the CK at the end and you have a short vowel, it's going to be the K sound. We're going to be building ok family rhyming words too. Today our focus is going to be with the ending sound P, and we're going to be building the op family. Say that with me. Op, op. We're going to be putting a beginning sound, and we're going to be taking the three sounds and putting them together. We'll identify each sound and then we'll blend and say it fast so we can hear the word in the op family. Are you ready? I'm ready. But before we start building the op family, let's review some sound partners. We've already went over these two partners, C and K. When you see the C and K at the end of a word, and it's a short vowel, it's just going to say K. We've practiced that. And we've also worked on the TH sound. The TH sound doesn't say T. It has a new sound, actually two new sounds. When you can look out your tongue, and the quiet, voiced and unvoiced. Now we're going to add a new partnership, and we'll be using this partnership in some words that we're going to build in our lessons, our session 4 with short O. We're going to be taking S and H. They're going to be partners. And just like the letters TH, they're not going to say S. They're going to make a whole new sound. It's like if you want someone to be quiet and you say shh. That's easy to remember. When I see these two partnering up, S and H, I know they're going to say shh, shh. So if I see SH at the beginning of a word, I'm going to say shh, shh. If I see SH at the end of a word, I'm going to say shh. You got it. Practice it with me. Shh. That's easy. We can remember that. So when we're building some of our words in session 4, short O, we're going to be seeing and using SH. And just remember, even though there's 2 letters, there's only 1 sound. These 2 partners only make 1 sound. Okay, let's start building. What we're going to do is we're going to take our op. We're going to put a beginning sound here, and we're going to identify each sound individually because each letter has a sound. Sometimes letters have more than 1 sound. We're going to identify each sound, then we're going to blend those sounds together, and then finally we're going to say it fast so we can hear the words. Are you ready to help me sound out the op family? Now, remember our little strategy that we're using when we sound out. You can either tap your fingers for each sound, beginning, middle, end, or you can use your arm and say beginning, middle, and end. And just remember, even if there's 4 letters, if those 4 letters only say 3 sounds, we're only going to be tapping 3 times. And then we blend, say it slow, and then say it fast, okay? All right, let's get started. Oh, wait just 1 minute. I'm going to go get my pointer finger. Hang on. We must have our pointer finger because I'm going to build up here. I've got some sounds. I'm going to take these extra sounds down. Those are for another rhyming family. So I'm going to take just these sounds, and these will be our beginning sounds. And we've got a surprise in here. So we're going to be taking this H. That's going to be one of our beginning sounds. Do you remember what an H says? Let's practice H together. It's quiet. We're also going to be taking this letter. What letter is it? Right, it's M. But what does M say? Let's practice it together. This is going to be a beginning sound. And then we're going to take this letter P. You got it. And P says P. P. It's a quick one. We're going to put that at the beginning. That will be a fun one, I think, for sure. And then we're going to take this letter. What letter is it? Right, it's a T. T says T. Say it quickly. T. Right. And then we're not going to take this letter alone. We're going to combine it with our new partners, SH. When we put these 2 together, we're going to hear shh. So we're going to build an op rhyming word that says shh. Op. One of my favorite things to do. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to put that H back over there. I'm going to put my sounds here. Let me get all these extra little sounds out of the way so we can just focus our attention here. Now, this is the middle, the vowel, and this is the end, and we call that the rhyme. That's the part of each word that's going to be the same, right? And we're only changing out the beginning sound. And by doing that, we'll be building a rhyming family. Okay, let's get started. Let me clean up all my cards here. All right, are you ready? I'm going to put the beginning sound here. Now I'm going to point with my pointer finger. And as I do, I want you to either do or and sound it out. If you want to point at each sound with me, you can do that too. It's good for you to be thinking about each individual sound and then blend it together. All right, are we ready? Let's go. Here we go. Beginning sound is ah, p. Let's do it again. Ah, p. Okay, now let's blend it. Here we go. Hop. Now you do it on your own. Great. Now let's say it fast. Are you ready? We got this. Because we know it's hop, hop. Say it fast. Here we go. Ready? Hop. Great. The bunny will hop down the trail. I like to hop and jump and play outside. What about you? Hop is a motion, isn't it? Sometimes I like to say to my students, hop to it, get busy. All right, hop. Remember, we're going to put that one over there because we're going to make a partner out of it. Okay, now let's switch out. We've got the word hop. Now let's put this beginning sound, right? Keeping this the same, the op family. All right, here we go. Sound it out with me. Ready? Ah, p. Right. Let's do it again. Ah, p. Okay, now you do it at home by yourself. Each sound. Great. Now let's blend it together. When you're blending, you're pulling all those sounds together. You hear the sounds, they kind of flow. You ready? Okay, here we go. Mop. Super. Do it at home by yourself. Excellent. Now let's say it fast. Here we go. Ready, set, mop. My mom will mop the floor. I had to mop up a spill off the floor. A mop can be an object that you clean with, but it can also be an action when you mop up the floor or you use a mop to clean the floor. You know, some words have multiple meanings. Some words have multiple functions, like the word mop. It can be an action or an object. Aren't words so cool and interesting? I love to think about the words that I'm using, and I like to also think not just about reading words, but also what do they mean and how can I use them in a sentence? There's lots of ways to use the word mop. Okay, so far we've got the word, what was that word again? Hop. That's an action. And then mop. Okay, hop and mop. Oh, this is going to be a fun one. We're going to put this beginning sound. We're keeping op, right? We're going to put this beginning sound. P. Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. Yeah. All right, get ready to tap it out with me. Beginning, middle, and end. Here we go. Beginning. That's cool. I just thought of this. The beginning sound is the same as the ending sound. Interesting. I told you words are really exciting. The more we know about them, wow, how smart are we? Super. Here we go. P. Ah. P. Now you do it at home. Great. Now let's blend p, ah, p together. Here we go. Pop. One more time. Pop. All right, let's say it fast. Ready, set, pop. Pop. You know, pop is one of those interesting words too, because it can be an action where like you pop the balloon. The girl was playing with her balloon and the balloon, if you're not careful, your balloon will pop. Have to think about how to use that because we don't want to say popped because this is the word pop. If you sit on your balloon, it will pop. So pop can be an action, pop. But it can also be an object like pop. If you put pop plus corn, it can be an object, popcorn. Or when I was a young girl, I lived in Michigan, and we called like Mountain Dew or Dr. Pepper, we called it pop, soda pop. And I would say, Dad, I want to go and go to the store and buy a pop. And that was a drink, like a Mountain Dew or a Dr. Pepper. So this word pop is really interesting. Have you ever heard it used for a drink that you can drink? Yeah, cool. All right, let's take pop down and let's put this beginning sound. T. All right, here we go. Let's sound it out. All right, here we go. Beginning sound. T. Say it quickly. T. Ah. P. Do it again. T. Ah. P. Now you do it on your own. Great. Now let's blend those three sounds together. T, ah, p. Here we go. Ta, p. One more time. Ta, p. Now do it on your own at home. Here we go. Practice. You know our practice is very important. Here we go. You've got it. Good. Now we're going to say it fast. Ready, set, say it fast. Top. Top. So I'm on top of the mountain or the hill. Top is the very top of something. This is the top of my head. Top. Or sometimes if I'm wearing a shirt, I'll say I'm going to put on my top. Have you ever heard this word used? It can be about the top of a surface, or it can be a shirt that you put on. Some people call their shirts a top. Yeah. Or you can put the top on your pop. Cool. All right. Here's our final op word. Remember, we're going to partner S and H. And we've learned in this session that S and H combined together as partners don't say their individual sounds. So we're not going to say s. We're going to say shh, shh. And we're going to be putting sh with op. We're going to keep the rhyme the same. I love it. Now, remember on this one, even though we have 4 letters, we only have 3 sounds. So we're only going to be doing our 3 sounds, right? Just remember, even though there's 4 letters, there's only 1 sound here. These 2 represent 1 sound. Here we go. Let's sound it out together. Shh. Ah. P. Super. Let's do it again. Shh. Ah. P. Now you do it on your own. Now let's blend sh, up together. Ready? Shop. One more time. Shop. That sounds great. Do it on your own. Let's say it fast. Ready, set, shop. Now, shop is a cool word too, because a shop can be something you do. You can go and shop for groceries, or you can go shop for some toys. So it's what you do, or it can be a building. I'm going to go to the little shop on the corner to buy some new shoes. Shoe shop. So it can be a place, but it can also be something that you do. You can go shop for something that you need, or you can go to the shop. Yeah, I'm so interested in how words can mean different things or be used in different ways. They can be actions, or they can actually be things, objects or actions. So words can be placed in categories. They can be people or places or things. That's really interesting. I love words, and once I know about words, it helps me to be able, not only when I'm reading, to be able to read the words, but to understand what I'm reading. So when you're reading and you see the word shop in a story, you'll know if it means we're going to go shop, the action, or if we're going to go to a shop. You'll be able to get a picture in your mind. I love that. Great. Okay, let's review what we've built. Our first word was the word hop, H-O-P, hop. And then we built mop, mop. And we discovered that could be an action or an object. So that was interesting. And then we built P-O-P, pop. You could pop a balloon or eat some popcorn, or drink some soda pop. Cool. And then we built T-O-P, top. You could climb to the top of a hill. This is the top of my head, or I can put a shirt on and call it my top. And finally, we put these partners together and we built S-H-O-P, but we learned that this is one sound, sh, and we built the word shop. And it's a place we can go to, or it's something that we can do. Wow, we are so smart with our short O, op rhyming family. You did a really wonderful job tapping out the sounds and blending them together. All right, we've done a lot of work today. So until our next time together, as always, keep reading, keep thinking about words, keep practicing because practice makes permanent, and join me for our next short O reading video. We will be working out the ot family. We'll build, read, and talk about what the words mean and how to use them in sentences. All right, readers, great job today. And as always, until our next time together, have a good one, and I'll see you real soon.